Hello, Delaney.
Hi, I'm Delaney Knapp.
True. So, Del, how have you been since our last interview?
I've been okay. Kind of stressed. Just a lot of schoolwork.
School.
And I'm also in a sorority, Chi Omega. And I love it, but it's really stressful. We do a lot of stuff.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
How's school going? Wait, you kind of just answered that.
It's okay. They don't give out a lot of homework, so that means I had to do really good on the test, which is not what I really like to do, but it's okay.
So, how are your teachers?
I don't really know them that well, to be honest.
Do you teachers ever, assign a lot of, writing work or anything like that?
My education class does, small discussion, posts, but not essays, not yet, at least.
But you'll get there eventually?
Yeah, I'm probably going to take a comp class next semester.
You probably should, since it's required.
Yeah. But I did pass AP Lang, so AP Lit, thanks.
Okay. So, in your schoolwork, do you have anyone that's, a teacher that's just, pushing you, or, a TA, or your mentor?
Right now?
Yeah. Because I know you don't like your mentor, but...
I hate my mentor. She's actually a bully.
Okay, so you would describe your mentor as, a negative influence on,
Well, the one that I was assigned to, yeah.
Yikes. Tell me about that.
Well, so I got assigned a peer mentor over the summer because I'm in a program called STEP. It's for education majors only.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also an education major, but she's just really, she has favorites, and I wasn't one of them. And so she just, decided to make her friends people in my class, so she would hang out with them and, go out to dinner with them, and it just kind of sucked. So I don't really think, and she was rude to my best friend, so.
Thumbs down.
Yeah, so I didn't really like her. I don't think of her as a mentor. I haven't talked to her since. My teacher over the summer was amazing. I love her. Her name is Jory Bright.
Shout out.
Yeah, thanks, Jory. I miss her. But, I don't really talk to her anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah. But right now, the only motivation I have for doing schoolwork is my parents.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Barb and Dave for the win.
And Chi Omega. Because scholarship is number one.
So, would you describe those as, you're pushing, factors, I guess you could say?
What, my parents and Chi Omega?
Yeah, is that it for you?
Yeah. I mean, I also, I know I want to graduate college and get a career.
Makes sense.
So that is also another pushing factor. But, yeah, my parents mostly, because...
They pay.
Yeah, and I don't like to let them down.
Aw. So would you, in this class that I'm doing this interview for, we're learning about literacy sponsors, and they are, people that, sponsor you, but they, give stuff and then, get stuff in return, and they help you, with your learning and with your writing, and, anything. Does that make sense? A sponsor, how for OVA we had ASICS as a sponsor.
Okay.
Would you describe them as, your literacy sponsors?
What would they get in return?
The gratitude of you graduating?
Having to do with writing, Chi Omega doesn't care. But my parents, mostly my dad, because he's a lawyer, so he writes for a living. So, he does. Lawyers do have to write stuff. So, he doesn't really do it for something in return. He just kind of does it because I'm his daughter.
But, then he gets, the happiness. He's a very happy person.
Kinda.
I know that.
But I know he doesn't do it, I don't know. I just know he does it because he thinks that's his job. He's not if I write,
fulfillment.
if I help her write this, I'm gonna
I'm
gonna be happy. That's not why he does it. He does it because that's his job as a father. To
He used to,
help
like,
his
help-
children.
He used to like help you write essays and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.
Anybody else that you would think of that would just be like a great influence on your schoolwork or your writing or anything? Like maybe like a teacher
Like as a teacher that I have now,
or in the past. Anybody that's like shaped you
into it being a good student.
or someone that like discouraged you. It could go either way.
My teacher in 3rd grade was married to my teacher in 4th grade.
Okay.
And they were really old, and they were like my grandparents, and I loved them. And not in a weird way, though. And,
not in a weird way.
yeah, they helped me a lot. Like, they made class actually fun.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, the Schmidts.
Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Schmidt.
Thanks. Also, my teacher in 1st grade was really cool, too. Thanks, Miss Peg. You're awesome. I was her favorite class. And my teacher in 5th grade was, we were her favorite class also. And everyone just
So
loved her
just
class.
like all of elementary school, that was your
Yeah.
prime time. You peaked in elementary school?
Pretty much. Actually, in kindergarten. That's where I found my first
Interesting.
crush. Next topic. Also, my mom shapes me a lot. Because she was kind of like a teacher, and that's what I want to do. And like me going and
How is she
helping-
kind of a teacher? Explain that.
She's like a substitute teacher. She's also a social worker, so she likes to just help.
I didn't know
people.
that.
Well, she's not anymore.
Oh.
When she had Emma, my little sister, she quit.
Gotcha.
But that was her job. So when she likes to help people a lot. Yeah. And she helps me with my schoolwork a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Like even in college?
Not so much in college. I think she wants to, but I won't let her. I'm like, let me just
Should
do it
she
on my
move in with
own.
us?
Because I think it's my time to like figure it out on my own. But especially in high school,
Adult.
not so much senior year. Senior year, she kind of stopped. But like before that, like she would help me study for a test, or she would like stay on me about stuff.
Nice.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, back to your major. So you're an education major,
Yes.
and for that now you've started volunteering or interning. I don't really know.
Volunteering
At a school.
at multiple schools. Yes.
Okay. Have you had to do any writing for that?
Yes, actually, I have.
What have you done?
So I want to do early childhood education, and so like when I go probably like twice a week, and every time I go I have to like write down like observations about the students, and it kind of reinforces why I like being a teacher.
Oh, nice.
Because it makes me, like, writing it down makes you realize. Like,
Do you have anyone, like, in that group, like, in your education major, that in that program, that's, like, a leader or, like, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this.
a leader?
Yeah,
Like my teacher?
I guess.
Yeah, my teacher's kind of a leader. She's, but then again, it's college, so most of the teachers kind of want you to learn how to do stuff on your own.
True.
But I mean, since we're all education majors and we're going to have to lead classes, everyone kind of has that, like, leadership quality. But there's some more overbearing than others.
Overbearing.
I
know who you're talking about.
I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm a chill person.
Very chill. Too chill. At times.
Chill.
So, like, how have, like, what you've learned in school, like, gone over, I keep saying, like, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How has what you've learned in school crossed over, like, oh, darn it, into, like, your internship or, like, in, like, other classes and stuff, like, stuff that you've learned through your major or any specific class? That was a very
Over the
broad
summer,
question.
no, it's okay. over the summer we learned that like every student's different, so you can't like we all like the tests and stuff that we all have to take. They're good but also bad because not every student's gonna learn at the same pace, or like there's different learning styles, and so as a teacher like you have to know like your students well, and you have to find that balance. Like you can't be their best friend, but you can't like just treat them as like another random thing that you're teaching. Like you have to know them a little more. And so like going into the internships, like you can see the teachers like interacting with them, like how they actually care about them. And, like,
Interesting. So like to get into this program, did you have to follow like any specific like application or anything?
No, they call you.
Oh, like for an interview?
No, they just like put you in the program. Like they look at your application for UCF.
Gotcha.
And then they like pull specific people for the program. But there's like 30 people, so it's kind of like
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what did you write your application for UCF? Like what did you write that essay about?
My application at UCF.
I think the question was like, one of them was what do you love, like why UCF, like that one, and then another one was like, I did the Common App. Did you do the Common App? Then it was like, what's one thing that shaped you, or like that you wouldn't be you without?
Oh. So what shaped me is, you know what shaped me?
I don't.
Camp Crusher.
Ew.
So I've been going to summer camp for 10 years. It's like my second home. And recently, 2 summers ago, I worked there as a SALT, which stands for Service and Leadership Training. And I got to actually work with the kids, and that's pretty much what like made me want to be a teacher, just because like I found so much joy in it. And I guess that they saw that in the application and asked me to come to the program.
Leadership.
Thanks.
So would you describe yourself as a leader?
Yes, but no. Like, I've been... I can lead if you need me to, but but it's not, like, I don't jump to the leadership.
Forced leadership.
Like, I don't need to lead because, I've been under... Like, leaders that I've had in the past have been really just, like, rude. And I don't want to be like that. So my leadership is probably not what most people call leadership.
Your leadership is like, you do you.
My leadership is like, it's like supporting. It's like supportive leadership. So I am a leader, but in a different way.
Interesting. So, like, back onto the topic of the leaders that have been rude. Have you had any, like, people that have been rude in the sense of, like, maybe, like, a teacher or anyone that would, like, hinder your ability to...
Not so much rude. Like, teacher... I've had one, actually, my English teacher. Junior year, she was just kind of, like, spastic.
What?
In a way, like, she would say mean things, but then laugh after it, like, to make it sound okay.
It's not okay.
Yeah, and then she would tell us all her problems, and it was just really weird. Yeah. And she really wasn't a good teacher either, even though I passed the exam.
How'd you pass, though?
I don't know.
Good for you.
Anyways, but yes, I've had bad teachers. Also, I've had teachers who shouldn't be teachers. My math teacher, junior year just wasn't my year. He was more
junior
obsessed.
Year's not anyone's year.
He was more obsessed with Star Wars than the actual math class.
Me.
And we would just watch Star Wars, and it honestly upset me.
You'd rather learn than watch Star Wars?
So yes, I've had bad experiences with leadership.
Interesting.
With education.
So So I know that you love talking about yourself. So would you say that your favorite, like, genre to write in would be autobiography?
Does that mean I write about myself?
Yes.
Is that more like a reflection on myself?
To an extent. Interpret it how you want to.
I mean, I haven't really had to write a lot of autobiographies, I guess. Most of the writing that I've had to do is, like, research writing.
But, like, for example, the application essay that you were talking about earlier
Oh,
about
I
going
don't.
to camp.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like that?
No.
So do you prefer writing, like, research papers or, like, essays?
Yeah, to be honest, because there's, like, facts there. Like, autobiography, I feel like I'm, like, make myself sound like a god. Like, I just don't like it.
That's how you talk, though.
Yes, but I don't know. It's not really what I like to do. I'd rather do research that's, like, hard evidence, like facts, and then just, like, elaborate on the facts and, like, say what if I think the like evidence is right or wrong.
So what's your process with writing like that? Do you just, like, do research and then, like, expand off, like, 1 or 2 facts, or do you, like, try to include as much information as possible? How do you write?
I mean, like, usually the research that I'm talking about is, like, it's an experiment that's happened and then, like, you give your thoughts.
Science.
So I usually, like, look at the experiment and then see the outcome and then see what I, like, think should have happened or think could have happened.
Interesting.
Or other possibilities.
I am so lost right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Experiment?
I kind of zoned out. So, how's your life?
It's great.
Do you have any, like... I was going to ask if you have any pets, and I don't know why, because I was thinking, like, groups. And in my mind, like, my head just said pets.
Interesting.
Don't know why. Do you have any, like, groups that relate to writing? I think we talked about this in the last interview, didn't we?
Groups that really, what do you mean?
Like, any groups where you write?
Like classes?
To an extent, yes. Interpret it how you... Open interpretation on all of these questions. Absolutely.
Just my education class.
That's it? That's the only class you write in? What classes do you take?
Yes. Astronomy, psychology, chorus, education, and enjoyment of music.
Okay, so enjoyment of music. What do you guys do in that class?
We listen to music.
Awesome.
And after we listen to it, we understand, like, the background of it and what makes it up.
Can you read music?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Go you.
Thank you, thank you.
Is that, like, common? Like, can everyone in that class read music?
And enjoyment of music?
Yeah.
No. Nobody can.
Just you.
Well, I don't know. There's like 200 people in that class.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
it was that big. I thought it was smaller.
No, that's a lecture. My smallest class is like 50 kids, and that's my chorus class. And then up from that, it's 80, and then like 200 to 400 and everything.
Yikes. That's a lot of people. So, like, in those classes, would you, like... Because I know, like, Jess and Daniel are in your enjoyment of music, right? Do you have, like, a group of people in that class that, like, all, like, hang out?
In which class?
Enjoyment of music?
Yeah. Just us three.
Just you three?
Mm-hmm.
So would you describe that as, like, a discourse community?
A what?
How I explained it to you earlier about, like, the group of people that, like, writes together and, like, talks together and, like, does stuff together.
Don't remember you talking about that.
You don't listen to me.
Never said that.
Literally said it right before the interview. It's like a group that, I just said this, but, like, writes together. It's like a community of people, and there's, like, a leader. It would be like a group in your class.
I mean, yes, we are a group in the class of 3 people, but I personally would not like to write together. I don't like writing together, I'm sorry.
But you guys take notes together. You're always in here taking notes for that class.
Yes, but I take it. I take
they
notes
just
by
listen
myself.
to you and
Yeah.
copy your notes.
Yes.
That is very true. Okay, well, thanks, Enjoyment of Music.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Bye.
Goodbye.